We have two Christmas lights here. This is the new LED style. This has 3 LEDs in it. This one here is the traditional C9. It's using 7 watts of power. Right off the bat, you can tell that this 7-watt bulb is putting off much more power than this new LED light with the 3 LEDs in there. I'm just going to turn this off just to show you what this looks like alone. And you can hardly see it, and I haven't even touched anything here. I'll just move the light bulb around a little bit. I'll just hold it at the top so that you can perhaps see a little different angle as I turn that, so that some of those little LEDs are better exposed to the camera. Can you see that? But you can see how dimly lit this thing is. I'll turn the C9 back on. Boom, bada bing. Look at the lumens that is producing. It's amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not satisfied. I'm not impressed. I'm very, very disappointed in this new light bulb. Figuring that there were 3 of these LEDs in here, this should be much, much brighter. With 3 of these LEDs, it should be putting out the lumens that this has. If those were super bright LEDs, I think it would be doing that. I'm not sure what kind of LEDs the company's using, but they're terrible. I'll turn that off and you can see again. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug in another set that I got from Costco a couple of years ago. Very, very inexpensive set. Those have the outer shell that look like a C9, but they only have 1 LED in there, in the actual encased plastic. So I'll plug those in next and then we'll check that out. For this portion of the video, I have just changed my camera settings just to make it a little bit more bright. Here are another set that I just introduced into this little equation. These here are the typical ones that you're going to find at Walmart, Canadian Tire if you live in Canada, Costco, most of your drug stores and corner stores. Very, very inexpensive. They give you this little plastic cone. You know, I call it a fake C9 because it's, you know, it looks, they're trying to emulate that shape of the traditional C9. So you're getting that case, but inside is just a very inexpensive LED, and there's only 1 per unit or per light. So you can see there's 1 in there, 1 in there. I'll bring in a blue just to show you the blue, maybe a red. There's the red. And you can see also that they're not putting out a lot of light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch back to exactly the same setting that we had at the beginning, and then we're going to look at all of these lights again. So now we're back to exactly the same lighting that we had at the beginning of our video. So here we have the incandescent right here. We have that new LED with the 3 LEDs inside, and then here is the cheaper one which only has 1 LED. And right now, what I see on my screen, if I'm seeing this correctly, you can hardly tell that these are lit up, but they are illuminated. So I'll turn this off. I'll turn the incandescent off, the real C9, and there we have these. Now for another test, what I'm going to do, I'm going to lighten up my camera a little bit. I'm going to zoom in on both of these LEDs, the really cheap one and the one that has the 3 LEDs, and then we'll just look at those and see which one is actually producing more lumens. So here we are again. I've really changed the settings on my camera to let a lot more light in, just so that I could light up the screen as we're seeing this now. So I'm going to let you be the judge. Let me know what you think. The new one here, the clear one, that's the one that has 3 LEDs. And this here is from a set maybe 4 or 5, 6 years old. It has a single LED in it. It's too bad that the casing on here is not a clear one, because I'd almost put money that this old one here with a single LED is actually putting out more lumens than this newer one with 3 LEDs. So now I'm going to turn on the C9 beside me and watch what happens here. Totally blown out the whole area here. You can see how bright this is compared to these now. So by turning on that C9, you can see how many more lumens this is pushing out than even both of these combined. Let's just turn this off again. And there we have it. So what I'm going to do is I'll just change my camera setting one last time back to exactly what it was before, and then I'll turn the C9 on and off just to show you what it looks like in real life. So now we are back to the original settings that we started off with, and now we have two different lights going, which are LEDs and then our one incandescent. And now this is more true to life of what I'm actually seeing here. So if I grab the C9 incandescent and I turn it off, you're not going to see much anymore. Watch. And there we have it. So you can see that this brand of LED, even though it's pretty new, it's very, very disappointing. If I had lights on outside my house, that's what I want to see. One incandescent bulb like this is putting off more lumens than a whole set of 25 of those other ones. Either one of these. So that's it for this really short video. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.